Hello, ladies. So I wanted to kind of share with you and break down Beachbody On Demand, how to pick your program, and what kind of tools to utilize that a lot of people, I think, don't realize that are there. So first, let me share my screen so you guys can see what the heck I'm talking about. So I'm hoping you guys can see this. Okay, there we go. So go to your Beachbody On Demand. This is, you can see this from your desktop or an iPad or even your phone. It breaks it down to on the computer. If you have a smart computer, or sorry, on a smart TV, you can see this. But if you have like the Roku, if that's what you use, that's personally what I use. I can't see like the nutrition side, but I can see the workouts and get those all streamed. So let's start with how to pick your workout. So if you go to workouts and you see that there's beginner, intermediate, advanced, and then you can also break it down by the time or what kind of workout you're looking for. Be honest with your guys, like be honest with yourself. Like if you feel like you're at a beginner, if you haven't worked out for a couple months, like a year, whatever it is, that's okay, but just start with the beginner. So click on beginner, and so these workouts are popping up. So these are great workouts to start with. I definitely started at 21 Day Fix, and then I went to PiYo. So they're great to start. Also, if you're on a time crunch, click 0 to 30 minutes, and more will pop up. And then these will pop up. So workouts that are 30 minutes or less will come up, so you guys can choose whatever one you like to use. And then again, if you love to dance, if you like low impact, if you have like any kind of injuries or anything like that, I highly recommend first consult with your doctor and make sure that these are okay, and then do a low impact or yoga, just to kind of ease your body back into things. But if you like to dance, takes a second, but then these pop up. UV2 is a great place to start if you guys are more at the beginner level. If you are like an awesome dancer, definitely do Shanti's size workout. I personally would get to do that because I'm so uncoordinated when it comes to dancing, but Country Heat's super fun also. So that's kind of how you can choose your workout. I always recommend people to start with 21 Day Fix because it literally has a little bit of everything, and it kind of makes you see what you want to choose for your next program. If you get bored with like the same trainer every single day for 30 days, you can mix it up. I personally like to start a program from start to finish, and just follow the workout calendar, just because I feel like I see the best results when I follow the calendar. So going into the nutrition program and kind of how to break down the actual program, let's just start with 21 Day Fix, because I think this is what a lot of you guys are using. So all your workouts are on the screen. It will give you a workout calendar. So go to program materials, and then the start here. If you want it more broken down to like the calendar, tracking, nutrition questions, music playlists, they did just add those, which if you guys have Spotify, they are fun to use. And then start here, and it gives you the booklet that would normally come with the DVD. So they put the whole booklet on a PDF form. So just follow this calendar, and it breaks it down for 21 days. When I did this, I honestly did not do the yoga because it's hard for me to do yoga for 30 minutes, but I do highly recommend actually doing it because you will feel your body loosen up and just feel better. So this is the calendar that you would follow. You can print it off, you can screenshot it. I just normally screenshot them. If you guys want to double on your last week of 21 Day Fix, there is that option as well. You don't have to, it's just if you want it, it's there. And then for the containers, a lot of you guys are using the containers. So how the container program works is you just follow this little math thing, and then it will tell you what calories you should be in and what plan you should be in. I normally follow in plan C. So this is how many veggies, fruit, proteins, carbs, healthy fats, salads, or seeds and dressings, and then oils, nuts, and butters. I do want to say too, the tablespoon, it obviously doesn't come with your package because they figured everybody has a tablespoon, but also 8 ounces of almond milk does count as 1 tablespoon for the container program. It's not, I don't think they've put it in the charts yet, but it is something that they did get approved by the FDA and all that stuff. So just a little fun fact on for you there. It doesn't have a specific time of when you should eat your veggies, fruits, and proteins and all that good stuff. I will recommend try getting your carbs in earlier in the day, because you want to focus on kind of more fiber-filled carbs and not just like potato chips. Because the fiber-filled carbs, that is what's going to give you energy throughout your day. So if you're a nurse and you're working night shifts, definitely fit the carbs in that fits your lifestyle best, because I know we have a couple night shifters on here. So have the program go with how your day is going. If you're up at 2 in the morning, just kind of follow it as that. And then veggies and your proteins, try to make 50% veggies and 50% proteins for your dinners, and you'll notice you don't wake up as bloated in the morning. Plus, it just kind of is a nice way to end your day. But I'll go more into kind of tips and tricks on nutrition later. But that is how you find your meal plan and kind of what best suits you and your needs. Also, there are, just keep scrolling, it does break it down if that description was not the best, kind of how to use the containers and all that good stuff in the tally sheet. Also, I do want to share, I'll share it with you guys later on my phone. Let's see. And it does give you a rough estimate, or like a rough draft calendar on food if you want to use that. And kind of make sure you take your before and after pictures and your stats. You don't have to share them in the group. I did start a thread. So share them if you want to. We're here to encourage everybody. So make sure you're encouraging other people as well, because that's what the group is all about. Also, I want to share with you guys, if you're having a hard time finding recipes, use the Beachbody On Demand through your computer or iPhone or phone, whatever kind of phone smart thing you have going. I do have access to 2B Mindset. That is just a nutrition program I think I've talked about with most of you guys. So if you don't have access to it, you probably won't see that on your screen. Fixate is welcome to everybody. So click on that. This is where I get a good 90% of my recipes from. And I do have a picky eater for a husband, and I do have a 2-year-old daughter. So and most of these, almost all of them, they eat without complaining. So that says something. So click on, sorry, I should have broke that down. Sorry. Go to the resources and then Fixate recipe list, and this will pop up. It's just like as if you bought the cookbook. That is available, but I don't recommend buying it, only because they're constantly adding new recipes on here, and you don't get that in the cookbook. So you kind of scroll down, and then it's super nice because if you just click on it, it goes straight to that recipe. You don't have to keep scrolling. So it makes it really easy and user-friendly. Like I said, I get a good 90% of my recipes from here, and once you've made a couple of them, you'll realize that they use a lot of the same spices, so it's not as expensive as it looks when you first go to the grocery store, because like ground cumin, like you don't use that all in one recipe, so you can have that for a lot of other recipes. So don't think you need to go out and buy all of the seasonings at once. But just know they get a lot of their flavors from seasonings versus like already pre-made sauces. Just a side note on that one. But that's how Beachbody On Demand works. I highly recommend also using the blog. I use it often to also get recipes or just kind of motivation. And also it will tell you kind of some new things coming out, but you can break it down into fitness, nutrition, recipes, weight loss, all that good stuff. Also, you can see results too, which is fun to see because it's possible. It's definitely possible. I've lost 80 pounds. So that is how Beachbody On Demand works. It's not as hard. I don't know. Pause share. Here we go. Oh, yeah. So that's how it works. It's super easy. You can definitely, if you guys have questions, let me know, and I'll be happy to kind of make it kind of go in deeper with you. But yeah, that's definitely how it works. It's just like Netflix, but for the workout programs. Also, Lift 4, you guys will have access to it. If you have not purchased that pack, you will have access to it in October. And they're always coming out with new programs, and those just automatically get added to your account. They do typically have deals like Shift Shop is coming out with like an extender in October. If you want it early, you can always get the early access, and it gives you, I think, a good month to 2 months before it's open to everybody. Just like Shanti is coming out with a 20-minute workout program, and you guys can have the option to get early access to that as well. And if not, it comes out in January. So I'll give you guys more details on that stuff later, but that's how it works. They're constantly adding new programs. They're constantly adding new recipes to the Fixate show. Also, if you guys don't, let me share this with you before I close out. If you want to know what the program is before just like watching a workout or just like diving into the workout, they have at the top of your screen, watch the trailer. It's just like a movie. You preview it before you do it, and you can do that with all of the workouts, which makes it super nice. So that's how that works. And you guys,
we are obsessed.
That's just how it works. So, like I said, if you guys have more questions, feel free to let me know, and I'll help you step by step on whatever thing you have.